Hello everyone, I am Taureor and welcome back to my Hearts of Iron 4 openings series. Today I'm going to show you the best opener for France. Regular difficulty, Ironman mode, historical focuses, let's go. France is a fairly powerful country with a very big army. Unfortunately, we do have some internal troubles, but worry not, we'll deal with them quickly. There are a couple of good paths for France. You can form the Popular Front, force the issue, and become communist quickly. Well, relatively quickly. You can revive the national bloc, then revise your constitution and become a monarchy. Monarchies are the most fun paths in my opinion, and either get a new Napoleon or make a union with Spain. These are pretty cool, however, revising the constitution takes a year, and that's a very long time. So the fastest option is actually national regeneration. Yes, as usual, the strongest option is fascist, so that's what we're going to do. Revive the national bloc first. Now, let's get our entire army over to France. I will put them along the northern coast. We will be attacking people almost immediately, so I suppose some military industry will be in order. Something like that should do. Cancel the tanks, one truck is fine, lots of infantry weapons please. Research will only have 3 slots, and we will do fairly generic stuff with them. Unpause the game and speed it up. Also, let's go to all our navy and merge it into one. We need an admiral, that doesn't really matter that much, just the highest level one, and it's all merged. Excellent. Now I want all the newly deployed ones to join an existing fleet, so we don't have to mess with them anymore. Just finish the ones that are currently in construction, and then do convoys. Alsa submits to Italy. Troops are in position, we can cancel the order. We ignore Rhineland. Well, we could go to war with Germany, but it costs a lot, it starts a civil war, and even if you do it, there's still a chance that Germany will just back down. It's not worth it. Next up, we utilize the leagues. Our stability is going to be absolutely terrible, but we can survive that. We got quite a lot of templates, 10 of well-equipped and well-trained units to act as our naval invasion force. Because yes, we do have one age-old natural enemy as the French. Who is it? Hey, it is not my fault that attacking the British is objectively the best way to play this. A level 4 Alphonse, and we promote Jean because he's a brilliant strategist, and that's pretty good. We don't actually have to modify our army for the first attacks. We're still missing some equipment, make it. Well, except for the tanks. We're not making any tanks, so we have 5 tank units. Let's select 2 of them and just switch them to infantry. Charles de Gaulle, Captain Darling, and this guy. And you can start preparing a naval invasion of Britain, obviously. Lands land next to Dover, the shortest way. Thanks to disjointed government, we have very little political power. Fortunately, this will not be a problem for much longer. And I admit, usually the best decision for a game start is to just invade Britain, whoever you play as. But as France, it has some extra justification because, well, they might be in the Allies together, but for centuries, France and Britain have been bitter enemies. We don't care about the naval treaties one way or the other. Election. Public demands rearmament. Yes, please. Why would I not want that? Utilize the leagues. It unlocks some decisions for us. Rally the leagues and unleash LA Cougars, let's say. This costs a lot of stability and some political power. This is free. And we need to get our unaligned and fascist support to at least 50. We have 2 options here. Realistically, we can do 1 focus and then this, if we sacrifice our stability sufficiently. Anyways, we will be banning communism and remove political violence. Alternatively, we could do 1 other focus in the meantime, which will delay us slightly, but not sacrifice all the stability. I think it's going to be 70 days of a difference, and that's not really worth 15% stability. So let's rally the leagues. If you want to go faster, you can do this decision too. Just repeating rally the leagues should be sufficient. Concentrated industry, please. And construction. Both decisions, the leagues and unleashing, are repeatable. Let's see just how long it takes for the leagues to be available again. Rally the leagues is available again after 60 days. Maybe it takes a bit longer than I wanted it to. Still, we are already at 32%. Banning communism will give us further support. Oh, I forgot. We should make a spy agency. Let's do laissez-faire. We're already at almost 40%. Our spy agency is ready. We need 5 upgrades for 2 spies. Rally the leagues became available again. Let's do it. And that gives us 18% fascist, 34% non-aligned. That is enough for national regeneration. We could have done that 1 focus earlier, but it would have cost extra 15% stability. So I don't think it's really worth it. Spy, please. Go to America and get me more spies. Also, can we decrypt UK in time? Probably not, but we'll try. Our field marshal shall become aggressive and offensive, so I want to do charismatic, but we ran out of command power. With laissez-faire done, we can move on to national regeneration. This switches us over to fascist without too much trouble. It's tempting to get the silent workhorse now, but let's hold off a bit. And you got some nice industrial bonuses. Let's use them, all of them. No, actually, I'll leave this for later. Get computing machine instead. I need more support equipment. We're going to need it for operations. More decryption. And before the year is over, we're going to switch governments. We are now fascist, which means I can justify war goals. Hello, Britain, here I come. Well, actually, no, not Britain, not directly. We're going to justify on one of their puppets. My favorite one to do it to is Malaya. Oh, I still count as a democracy. Let's wait one more day. It should work now. There we go. Singapore, 235 days. Go. Next focus. It has to be political unity. Because we have a malus of negative 0.8 political power per day, it's going to remove it and switch our non-aligned support to fascist support, thus increasing our stability significantly. So, political unity. Now, let's also get all our non-navy planes. Get them over here. Actually, get them to Dunkirk. Oh, sorry, it's Calais, isn't it? More decryption and more decryption. And we get a second spy. They're gonna come in handy. Let's do concentrated 3 with a big bonus and improve machine tools. Political unity is done. Civil war in Spain escalates. Now, there are a couple of options here. We could do integralism, which is a short focus that gives us a really good advisor, or we could go straight to diplomatic freedom, which lets us either ally Germany with this focus tree branch or create our own faction of the Latin Entente, which comprises of us, Spain, Italy, and Portugal. I prefer this branch, although we don't really have to do either of them. For now, let's do integralism with all the decryption. Let's get the pills and another spy, please. She'll do. Get over to the United States and start making collaboration governments. Commence when ready and go. Also, prioritize it. I should be able to do one operation like that. We have enough political power to get an advisor. I'm going to wait until the focus finishes. So we get Charles. There we go. Charles Maras. Political power gain and weekly stability. Definitely worth it. Actually, let's wait a couple of days without selecting focus, and we can also hire the silent workhorse, Gaston. Now our political power is finally good. Let's do diplomatic freedom. We could bypass that, but revoking guarantees costs political power. But I'll just spend 35 days on this. Diplomatic freedom is done. Now, choice between Italy or Germany as a friend. Well, this actually also involves Italy, but do we want to be subordinate to the Germans? No, of course not. Then again, we don't have to do it right away. But having allies against Britain can be useful, even if just to intimidate them. So Latin Entente it is, and we're going to improve relations with Benito. We need you to like us, Benito. France changes foreign policy, and we denounce Malaysian ideals. How long until we can attack? 87 days. What are the spies doing? Still not ready. Need more support equipment. I'm working on it. At least I have enough guns for everyone now. Army department and radio. Should we hire an elusive gentleman or some army advisors? Let's get an elusive gentleman, because maybe we can do 2 collaboration governments on the United States, and that would mean quite a lot to our strength. The first operation has launched, and our cipher for the UK is ready. 30 days until our attack. Everyone ready? More or less. Yeah. Let's try and befriend Italy. Also, our entire fleet will do strike force over in the English Channel. Only engage if you're stronger. Do not repair. This should let us launch a naval invasion immediately. Also, all the Air Force in Calais be assigned to the English Channel. Can Cass actually do anything? Japan Independence Treaty doesn't matter either. Our new leader has an impressive forehead. New spy will maintain the network in the United States. Our justification is complete. We will declare war on Singapore immediately. We do not call any allies. There's no need for it. Oh, I do not need, apparently, to do this focus, because being at war with Britain and being friendly enough with Italy is enough to just invite them to a faction. Well, good to know. That's going to bypass the focus. I shouldn't have started it then. In that case, let's cancel it. We saved the 10 days. And can our naval invasion start immediately? It can. Excellent. So I want German volunteers, sure, but I do not want to call Italy into our war. Let's do the Greece thing. Why? Because I want to go down here. This gives me 4 free puppets. And, more importantly, since we are now at war with a major power and we're fascist, we can justify quickly. Maybe not against Switzerland, but it's still faster. So, who do we attack? I wish to attack Mexico. Why? Because then we can get an attack on the United States from the north and the south. Additionally, if they join the Allies, they're a minor power, I'll be able to annex them for free. So there we go. First justification will be Mexico. And our troops are going to Britain. Have we landed yet? We have landed. Excellent. Well, I'm going to leave a sum over in France. Let's say we'll send Captain Darling to the Belgian border. You cancel your orders, and we'll just use a Field Marshal level order from Dover. I'm sorry, I have to say this is named after the famous explorer Benjamin Dover, Ben for short. Should I mix the joke up a bit? How about Rear Admiral Benjamin Dover, Ben for short? Get me London. Now, I don't want them to capitulate just yet. Still need to declare at least 2 more wars before they capitulate, so we have to control ourselves and pause the attack at an appropriate moment. Cipher and decrypt the United States. Let's not forget that. As usual, if you have landed in Britain, you have basically taken Britain. Should we stop before Liverpool and Manchester? We already got Manchester. Yeah, let's stop stop at least for a little bit. Switch to balanced and attack this way only. Stop the attack on Liverpool. I want to beat them, but I also want to use my fast war goal justifications, which come from being at war with a major power, so I need to be at war with them. Now we should also pay attention to our mainland territories, just in case there's a naval invasion. And I could be attacking Belgium and the Netherlands and all that, also, through quick justifications, but we'll get a focus war goal on them a bit later, so it's not necessary. I want to attack Mexico, and I want to attack someone else as well. Can you guess? It's a European country that's guaranteed by a lot of other people. Justification on Mexico is ready. Now this is a bit of a trick. You have to follow the right steps here. We declare war on Mexico, and the United States will object. In the meantime, let's justify on Yugoslavia, who are guaranteed by Romania and Czechoslovakia. Takes one day. Now Mexico, Turkey wants Hatay. Do I want to give stuff to them? No, not really. Where was I? Mexico has joined the Allies. Excellent. It's part of the plan. Do we press further? We can press a little further. Surround them a bit. Not too much. Oh, right, I forgot. The planes. The planes that I sent to the English Channel will now join one of the armies. United States enforces Monroe Doctrine. This is very important. We cave to the United States and sign a white peace with Mexico. However, Mexico has already joined the Allies. Brazil would be a good target for that too, but Brazil is a bit too fascist to join the Allies, I think. There are other options. Colombia, for example, but I don't actually need to do too much at the moment. We can take Hull, it's not a lot of points. Intervention in Greece, Mussolini accepts. Actually, let's devalue the franc. Ah, see? United Kingdom has called in Mexico. Soon my justification on Yugoslavia will be complete. Goddammit, why did you take Liverpool? No! Okay, alright, it's fine, it's fine. There are only 98% towards capitulation, and everybody go defensive. I did not tell you to take Liverpool, did I? We almost messed up here. 98% towards capitulation. What's next? We declare war on Yugoslavia. Oh, Czechoslovakia got clever and they cancelled their guarantee. Just get Yugoslavia and Romania out of this then. Now, technically, if you want, you can pause your attacks on the British here and just keep justifying on neutral countries, just minor powers though, and see them join the Allies so you can get them all in one peace conference. However, I would rather not delay getting stronger this way. Now, it could be a good idea to get Scandinavia right now, like get Norway, get Sweden for it, but they do take a long time to justify on. We could also attack Poland, or Czechoslovakia, or Turkey, which are good targets, but getting Yugoslavia and Romania will suffice. Now we justify on another country in America. Someone minor, but protected by the Monroe Doctrine, and someone who we're going to have a border with. Let's justify on Guatemala. Now we wait for Yugoslavia and Romania to join the Allies. Yugoslavia joins the Allies. Does Romania join the Allies too? And Romania joins the Allies. Now, I'm not sure if this still exists in the game, but normally you would have to wait 2 weeks for a country to be involved in a peace conference. So let's wait 2 weeks before we finish the Brits off. Right, it's been 2 weeks. Finish them off. Get me a peace conference. In the meantime, how are the spies? Why did you not start another? Did I not click to repeat? Oh, I did click to repeat. It's fine. I just did not go back to building the network. That's okay. Do another collaboration government on the United States. In the meantime, finish all the Brits. And there goes Britain. As you can see, everybody who joined the Allies, including Romania, Yugoslavia, and Mexico, are in this peace conference. Also, I am the only participant on the other side, which means I can just take everything. And I shall. I will just annex all the territory. Now, you can make puppets if you want, but I prefer not to. Especially as France, because France has some nice compliance boosts coming in later. So yeah, annex everything, please. Submit demands, and we'll also take all their navies, please. And that's a lot of navies. Thank you very much. France now owns Mexico, Canada, Britain, India, Australia, New Zealand, most of Africa, and also Yugoslavia and Romania. Should probably take care of the occupied territories, shouldn't we? Let's use the cavalry template, but modify it to not have the spot company. No, actually, it's cheaper to create a new template. Just add one mobile cavalry thingy. Give it the unicorn. The unicorns will be keeping peace. See, it's the cheapest. The lower these numbers are, the better. Now, you can also care about casualties to your garrisons, but honestly, it's not that important. Now, local police force should be more than enough for our purposes, and it will help us grow compliance. We can even do civilian oversight, so we do care about compliance quite a lot. What's next? Well, we're going to conquer the United States, won't we? Now, we did capture quite a bit of infantry equipment, so I'd like to deploy more troops. Let's use the Colonial Brigade. It is good enough. Get me more of those. In the meantime, I'm going to send you guys over to the United States. Some of you go to Guatemala, some of you go north, the rest will attack from Canada, and everybody go aggressive. And hire the army logistics specialist, please. Also, improved working conditions. No, Italy, I don't want to fight Ethiopia with you. We are up to 128 factories, which is decent enough, and we've bypassed a focus. Alright, we did. Good. Good thing I didn't actually do that focus. Our troops are on their way. I will be deploying more soon. We've been embargoed by Turkey, not that it matters. My justification on Guatemala is ready. It is valid for 2 months, so we can wait a little bit until our troops actually get in position. Let's improve our infantry a little. And the navy, well, the navy is not really necessary anymore, is it? Although we do have a lot of it, and we're ready to deploy the extra units. Send some more of you over to Mexico, or rather what used to be Mexico, and fill up these armies. We have some left. We will send them to take care of Belgium and the Netherlands and Luxembourg. This will do. Oh, and we don't need to produce any more troops, at least for now. Once again, war goal is valid until the 27th of January. We have time. How's our second coalition government? It is in progress. Excellent. Do not repeat it anymore after you're done. First completed with 45% success. That's excellent. But it's fine if we do 2 30% ones. It is also good enough. I could be justifying a new war goal. Do we want that? 160 days? No, it takes too long. We will soon be at war with a major, and then you can justify more war goals if you want. We've devalued the franc. Good. Now we could get Spain and Portugal into our faction, or we could get 4 free puppets, or we could move towards France Indivisible, which is pretty good too. So we protect the rights of man. Manpower is not too great, but we'll remedy that shortly. The guys are in position, most of them at least. We got the US cipher. Let's just wait for this army to arrive and we can attack. It wouldn't be very nice if they get caught at sea. We start researching the improved computing machine, and actually I'll redirect you to a closer port so we can start fighting already. Excellent. Now we declare war on Guatemala. Do not call anyone in. You guys stop your attack. We don't want Guatemala to get defeated before the United States can intervene, do we? And yes, Italy, I would like some Lend-Lease. Now, Monroe Doctrine, please. United States enforces Monroe Doctrine. I'm going to say go for it. We call their bluff, even though we hope it's not a bluff. And we go to war with the United States. Okay, now you can activate the orders. And now I can justify some quick war goals if I so choose. Belgium, Netherlands and Luxembourg are one option if you don't want to do the focus to get them, because the natural borders of France actually gives you war goals on them. But it's 70 days. Maybe it's better to just justify them. Alternatively, we could attack Ireland, Czechoslovakia, Holland, but this time we'll actually have to fight because the United States don't have a faction. We do get quick justifications though. So I suppose we'll do Belgium. Why not? 25 days is not a long time. Give me Belgium. And we don't want to capitulate the United States until this coalition government is ready, but it will soon be ready. We should be okay. And we do not want to call in any allies because we do not want to share. Archers of Austria, go for it, Adolf. You took Austria, I took half the world. Adolf is not going to be a threat, especially since I took his best friend from him. Benito is no longer yours, he's with me now. Oh, we have insufficient war support to go with war economy. Can I increase war support? Yes, I can, with radio propaganda or domestic film industry. Let's do the film industry, blood and toil, and soon we'll be able to do war economy. Guatemala surrenders, we annex. 15 days left. Justification on Belgium is ready. Why not attack them? Go. I only left really weak armies here, but they can handle Belgium, I'm pretty sure. Let's do the Netherlands next. Or should I do their puppet? Doesn't really matter. I'll do the Netherlands. Protect the rights of man is done. Now the Blum-Violet proposal. This is going to give us some cores in Africa, thus increasing our manpower significantly. Yes, Germany, I would love some volunteers. Come on, join me. Now once again, those are reserve troops, just very weak infantry. That's why it's going so slowly, but my good troops are actually in the United States. And they're doing well. We finished the second coalition government operation, and it was also a great success. Okay, so this is not very representative of a normal game because we have 90% collaboration. Normally, we would have only 60% collaboration, which I would then bring to 80 with a nice trick. That's fine though. I'll explain it when the time comes. In the meantime, let's send some of these spies out to Germany, because ultimately, Germany and the Soviet Union will be the only powers left in the world after we're done with the United States, and we will soon be done with the United States. As you can see, they're being attacked from all sides. A new justification is complete, this time on the Netherlands. We don't need to use it right away. These are valid for 60 days. Let's justify on Luxembourg in the meantime. Just make sure we keep using the cheap justifications. Belgium shall soon fall. Come on, Brussels is mine. Oh, they still live. Not much longer though. About the United States, almost there. The Philippines are subject, so they will surrender along with the United States. Make sure you're all very aggressive, and we'll be done soon. We've surrounded New York and Philadelphia. Washington is already mine. Do we have Los Angeles? Not yet. Let's focus on it a little. Maybe go around the enemy and get San Francisco too. Justification on Luxembourg is complete. Who do we attack next? Because we are at war with a major power, so it's a waste not to attack people. How about Ireland? They are conveniently located, and I'll send some troops over to Luxembourg. Whoops, wrong army. No, not the ones from the United States. Yeah, you do your attack. I was thinking of you. Oh, you're not aggressive, that's why Belgium still stands. It's fine, we'll fix that in a moment. You guys take Luxembourg and research the better guns. We're in position around Luxembourg, declare war on them. Spain has been annexed, we can now ally nationalist Spain and Portugal safely. Luxembourg under attack. Time to declare war on the Netherlands and annex Belgium. We just take everything as usual. You guys get in position and declare war war on the Netherlands. Luxembourg capitulates. Let's actually switch this to a field marshal level order. Luxembourg, annexation, no navy, huh? And the United States have capitulated as well. I am of course going to annex everything, including the Philippines, and take all the navy. Now, this is France. Up to 227 factories. Not a lot of manpower just yet, is it? Now, if we want more manpower, we can just make the United States into a collaboration government right now because of the high compliance. But I will not do that just yet, so I can show you other stuff. Besides, manpower is coming in. Provisional government for the United States. I would love that, but not just yet. I want to do some more focuses. We expand the citizenship. This gives us non-core manpower plus 3%, which, with all the non-core manpower we have, is going to boost us quite significantly. We have our justification on Ireland. Spain and Portugal will be our allies soon. Greece is a good option to attack next, if we want. Although they will attack Italy. Well, specifically they'll attack Albania, who's guaranteed by Italy. So we can get them into the war. Yemen, Oman, Saudi Arabia, and Iraq will become our puppets peacefully, most likely. We could do Switzerland, but who's got time for that? Some good potential targets are Siam, Colombia, Iran, Turkey, and Greece. We could go after Hungary or Czechoslovakia, but that is risky because of Germany. Or we could attack Poland. But it's better not to, because things are predictable, and then we know what Germany and the Soviet Union will do. However, since we are no longer at war with a major country, we no longer have quick justifications, and we don't actually have to attack anybody. Since not justifying anything kinda means stagnation, I'm going to justify on Panama. 125 days. Finish off the Netherlands, and soon move over to Ireland. Netherlands have capitulated, we take everything. Oh, looks like I made a mistake. I should have declared on the Dutch East Indies, not on the Netherlands, because this war was so short that the Dutch East Indies did not actually get involved. This is a mistake on my part. Don't attack the Netherlands, attack their puppet. Anyways, I will take everything from them, and the Dutch East Indies have become independent as the Republic of Indonesia. They could have been mine. Small blunder. Alright, you guys move over to Ireland, and we're pretty much done for the opener. It's 1938, we have 338 factories, and roughly 1 million manpower, but soon we'll have much more. I will keep this going for a bit longer, because there are 2 more things I want to show you. Declare war on Ireland. No, Italy, I do not need you. At this point, you're strong enough to play the world how you like. I formed an alliance with Italy, but you can betray them or continue along the path and get Spain and Portugal to befriend you, creating the Latin Entente. We are the Latin Entente already, just not a complete one. Annex Ireland. Since I am justifying on Panama, even though I technically don't have to, let's send an army there. That will finish them off quickly. We've also effectively crippled Germany, I'm pretty sure, because Czechoslovakia should not give them Sudetenland if we are not involved, and neither is Britain. There is some resistance in occupied territories. I suppose I'll switch to local police force. There are 3 more focuses I want to show you. First, dominate the Middle East. This should give me 3 puppets. Oman, Yemen, Saudi Arabia, and Iraq. I don't think I need to improve relations with them, but it won't hurt. Let's improve relations with all of them. There is justification against us. There isn't. It's a notification because Germany is doing Sudetenland, going after Czechoslovakia. Suppose I can put some troops on the German border just to feel safe. Get a military theorist, spend some of that army experience on state service, the military, and political loyalty, and either logistical focus or flexible organization. Let's do flexible organization. We're in grand battle plan, which is a good plan. Greece was fighting somebody. Greece is fighting Italy. I could get involved, but we'll just let Italy take it. See, without Britain, or us being involved, there was no conference. Thus, Germany just declared war on Czechoslovakia, and Czechoslovakia is well prepared. Right, Panama. Sure, declare war on Panama. And we can justify another war goal. Since you're not justifying, you are stagnating. Colombia is a tempting target. Let's do Colombia. Taking Panama is of course going to be very quick. I do regret not attacking the Dutch East Indies because there's a lot of manpower there. And again, we don't really have to worry about that too much. Oman Defiant, really? Yemen Defiant, Iraq and Saudi Arabia submit. I did not expect that. Sure, we'll get war goals on them. We did get 2 free puppets though. Saudi Arabia and Iraq are mine. We did get the war goals, so let's send the people over. Now, 2 very important focuses I want to show you. We're doing fine. 353 factories is really good, thanks to all the compliance in the United States, and our manpower is not too bad either. However, it all can be much better. How? We have 2 focuses that give us 10% compliance everywhere, and I do mean absolutely everywhere. All the territories we have annexed will get 20% extra compliance, 10 from developed colonies and 10 from France Indivisible. This also gives me a lot more non-core manpower. So let's do France Indivisible. We'd also get some more manpower with extensive conscription. Actually, let's not. Let's see how much we get immediately when this finishes. As you can see, Germany cannot cannot handle Czechoslovakia. At least not completely, because they had forts there and mountains, so they can just defend themselves. Kinda hope they would have, historically. Build up our industry a little. Germany claims mammal. I'm so scared. And they're actually pushing into Czechoslovakia, but they will exhaust themselves. Focus France Indivisible is almost complete. Let's have a quick look. We have 361 factories, no manpower, and almost 1 million in the field. So if we go into our occupied territories, you can see that there is some resistance, with the exception of the United States that has a lot of compliance. 40 to 47 in the territories we've held for a long time, and around 10 in the newly conquered bits. Canada has 20. Now, when the focus finishes, all that compliance is going to jump by 10%. How many factories am I going to get from this? See? We're up to 382 factories. Is the manpower already processed? Not really. We should have a lot of manpower from this. Regardless, we could do French Union. We'll talk about that in a moment. But first, develop the colonies. This also gives me 10% compliance in all my territories. Maybe I actually need to change manpower laws for this. Speaking of which, extensive conscription. And we should probably get some more war sport with radio propaganda. Now when we have enough political power, we can switch to war economy. Czechoslovakia has capitulated. I did not expect them to capitulate so quickly. Still, it doesn't matter as much because Germany is going to have to worry about resistance. We get a worker shortage. At this point, you can start modernizing your army. Decrease the amount of infantry weapons, get more artillery and support equipment, stuff like that. So we can get more advanced units. Declare war on Yemen and Oman. My troops should already be there. And call in Saudi Arabia. Well, no longer Saudi. French Arabia. Actually, if we attacked immediately before doing the focuses, we would also get compliance in Oman and Yemen. But it's such a tiny fraction of our country that it doesn't really matter. Annex Oman. Hey, wait a minute, what's going on? Oh, the puppet. Pass, pass, pass. Annex Oman. Take the fleet. We're up to 394 factories, and we've developed the colonies, which again gives us 10% compliance absolutely everywhere. What will this change? We went up by another 20 factories, and we are at 2 million free manpower and 1 million in the field. At this point, I'm pretty much done with the opener tactics. Now you can conquer the rest of the world in a very relaxed manner, can't you? We have access everywhere, just justify an attack whoever you want. And I think it's best if you leave Germany and the Soviet Union to fight it out between each other, while you slowly take over the rest of the world. Avoid China, Japan, the Soviet Union, and Germany, and just attack everybody else, one by one. With 400 factories and 2 million manpower, it's a pretty easy thing to do, isn't it? So how would I continue this? Basically just keep justifying war goals and attacking people. If you want, attack a major power so you can justify faster. You could even protect Poland or invade it, or just oppose Germany in any way you want. I would advise doing collaboration governments in Germany and the Soviet Union, because that will pay off quite quickly. We do have the largest fleet in the world, with 700 ships, so a naval invasion of Japan is very much an option. Yeah, you're set. Attack whoever you want and you'll win at this point. Let's have another look at the focus tree. We have skipped over a large part of it because there were always more important things to worry about. But what else is there? French Union will give you some cores in Africa, and in other places you'll get a lot of unrest. So it's an optional and not at all necessary. Here you can get some economic boosts, eradicate democracy and get some stability. Finishing this tree gives you Spain and Portugal as allies, also a little bit of reorganization in Africa. Not really that important. Ignore the navy, and here we have a significant boost to our army. Now, our army has a negative modifier from Victors of the Great War. We can remove it here. To be honest though, it's not really relevant unless you're fighting Germany or the Soviet Union or China or Japan, because we are plenty powerful to crush the smaller nations. Before you go against the big ones, you might want to go with the defensive or the offensive focus and kit out your army properly. And this bit, well, it's economy and research slots. Pretty self-explanatory. Nothing crucial in the focus tree anymore. We did it to compliance focuses. Now we have pretty nice compliance everywhere, don't we? And compliance also decreases unrest. All is well. Soon you can start making collaboration governments, if you so choose. And at this point we can only make a collaboration government of the United States. It's not really worth it in my opinion at this point. Because, well, you could do that to get all their manpower in colonial templates. But with the non-core manpower bonus we have from our focus tree, we don't really need to do that. We have plenty of manpower. And we get more factories without creating the coalition government of the United States. See, we have all their factories. If we go to a coalition government, we'll only have 75%. I would advise against it. At this point, just make an army you're happy with and attack whoever you want. That is it for my French opener. Yes, I know I once again did the Conquer the World opener, but it's just how the game is constructed. Attacking Britain as France is both natural and profitable. And once you own Canada, it's such a waste not to destroy the United States before they become strong. With the obvious out of the way, you can now fight whoever you wish. I hope this was enjoyable. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again soon. Goodbye.